Hi, everybody. Today I'm going to be doing something actually kind of different. I've been kind of pondering this throughout the entire day if I want to do this, and if I say quite a bit, I'm sorry, I'm still kind of forming some of the stuff up in my head. The thing that I actually want to talk about today is actually The Walking Dead versus Fear the Walking Dead. I really don't want to do which one's better, which one's worse, and why. You really can't compare the two. And the reason why I say that is because not only are the two shows separate in how they've gone, but one is just so much more long lasting. We have The Walking Dead, which is currently on its sixth season. We have Fear the Walking Dead, which is going to be starting its second season on April 10th. And I stated before that it was the Flight 462, which the next episode was going to be on April 10th. I'm sorry. I got mixed up on that one. That is my fault. I am sorry. It's actually Fear the Walking Dead, which is coming back on April 10th, and that's from multiple different sources: AMC website, the No Safe Harbor teaser trailer, and those actual sources that come from AMC. So what I actually want to go ahead and do a little bit of on this one is, and I'm sorry if I don't look at the camera, I'm looking down at myself and it's distracting. What I want to go ahead and do is the differences of and why I like the various different aspects of each show, and how I hope that the two different shows end up differently. I mean, they're both in the same universe, yes, of course. One is currently in the future a little bit more than the other one. Walking Dead obviously running longer is more in the future. Fear the Walking Dead just started right after the zombie beginning of the zombie apocalypse, and is currently just actually started affecting really the main characters, and it changed from a drama to now that horror zombie genre. And to be honest, if I have to look at I'm going to do a little bit of comparison. I am sorry. If I have to look at the first season for both, the first season of The Walking Dead, it got me a little bit with how it started off, and yeah, it was a little bit slow. I liked how the exchange between Rick Grimes and Morgan at the very beginning, and how Morgan and his son are trying to deal with it, and how Morgan can't kill his wife, though he really does want to, so that way he can kind of finally give her peace. And Rick having to finally go to Seattle to try to find his wife and do other things and see how the world actually is. And I like how Fear actually started with everything going on, and this zombie apocalypse is just starting to happen. You're hearing the things on the news and hearing reports by people, and the various goings on that happen. Yeah, it got really kind of slow, especially with the characters being in their own kind of internment camp for a little bit, and then kind of really picked up a lot the last episode. And with The Walking Dead, you kind of have that entire thing of everything in the last episode kind of kicking up, and the CDC and where they're all kind of going to try to now um, trying to find their own kind of safe area. And if this camera moves a little bit, I'm sorry, I'm on a laptop and it's going to be a little bit shaky, especially if I move my arms up and down, so I'm sorry about that. The one thing I do have to say is if I have to compare the first season of each, I'm sorry, I like Fear the Walking Dead better. And here's the reason why: is because it actually goes into the story more of the degeneration of society, how it happens, the way people act, the military, and everything. So that way it sets you up for when the characters are fully engrossed into the zombie apocalypse. And I really do hope that for the second season they really kind of get more into that, and also the degeneration of humans and society. You do get to see that in The Walking Dead with how people act, and the way societies kind of form and the way they kind of treat everyone, where you have, and I'm sorry, it's not the hilltop, it's the place where the governor had, and the degeneration of them watching people fight each other while there's zombies around, and the potentiality of getting bitten, kind of that degeneration of society that you're gonna, hopefully kind of see that and then some in Fear the Walking Dead. And with the characters, I do actually kind of hear, or when I'm hearing other people's videos, or if I'm reading, I do hear how people try to say that so and so is like is like the this show's Rick Grimes, or whatever the case may be. After a little bit, I really hope that's not the case between the two shows, and the fact that they are really actually distinguishable between each other, and that you can't really compare the one with the other, is what I'm kind of hoping. And I really do hope a lot does happen in the second season for Fear the Walking Dead that gets a lot more interesting. Where else am I trying to go with this video? Quite a few different places, actually. I do hope that Fear the Walking Dead does continue on for quite a while. I do hope The Walking Dead does continue on for quite a while as well. I mean, things are really kind of getting interesting. Alexandria is now kind of the way it is in how the people are acting. And I hope that we get to see how the saviors have become in how either degenerated from society that they actually have been, or if they actually have their own type of internal society and how that acts. I do hope that we get to see other kind of small, I'm going to call them civilizations, communities nearby, that we get to see how they act, if they've kept their humanity, and how everything kind of goes. So I mean, kind of for the both of them, I like to see that kind of human aspect of it, not just walkers, not just the constant threat, but to actually see how everything is. And I really do hope that both shows continue on for quite a while. I think what else? With that, I'm actually going to stop this video. I mean, I've talked about what I hope for both of them. I do hope that I'm just doing kind of a recap, that I hope that both shows kind of go their own direction, that while yes, they're similar in the fact of with the world that they are in, I hope that the characters aren't identical from one show to the next, to where you're just looking at kind of the same show but just different area. I think that would just completely ruin the second show, and people would get really disinterested really quick. I really hope that in Fear the Walking Dead we get to see a lot of different places, and we get to see how things go out on the open sea. And I'm going to be doing another predictions video for Fear the Walking Dead, and I'm going to kind of change a little bit of what I stated the first time around to what I now am going to believe, because I've got had some time to think about this, and some of my opinions actually have changed. As for The Walking Dead, I'm going to continue doing my predictions videos from episode to episode, and even what I think is going to happen in the very last episode. And the pacing of this, actually, ironically enough, is I believe once we finish off The Walking Dead, I believe within a week or two right after, we're going to be seeing Fear the Walking Dead. So, and I was thinking that they're going to do Fear the Walking Dead, a little bit later on during the summer, and then kind of finish off right before The Walking Dead starts up. So I think that's actually kind of interesting, the way that they're doing this, and they're probably going to have a short break like they kind of had with The Walking Dead between first part of the season and the second part of the season, where it ended in November, and then the next part picked up in February. So with that, this is about a 10-minute long video. I am going to say you all have a good day. If you all like this video, please like it. Please subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be doing more videos anyways, so y'all can get updated on when that happens. And please leave your comments below on what you like about Fear the Walking Dead, or what you dislike about both. Anyways, thank you. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.